Hello, I'm Lawrence Newsman, and this is O.F.F. News. Tonight we're starting with a story from Jackson, Mississippi. A family business was forced to close down after a heinous event had been witnessed by the public. The business was located on St. Anselm Street, and the business owner was found violently ranting on the street. He said, and I quote, "Ooga booga, hallelujah." After the police detained him and the forensics team gave him a blood test, they were able to see that he had 12 gallons of the purest cocaine in his blood. Yes, he had the freshest, most delicious coke. Amazing blow. Some delightful coca, simply ravishing nose candy. A doctor treating the man had been sneezed on and accidentally inhaled some of the scrumptious particles. He too began to exclaim, "Ooga booga, hallelujah." The police had to restrain him as he began to spit viciously on everyone's boots. A classic tale from Jackson, Mississippi. Now on to Chip Lincoln with a breaking story.
Our next story comes from our field reporter, Chip Lincoln, about some strange sightings in the New Jersey suburbs. Chip?
Thanks, Vic. Our story starts here in Bergen County. I was here last night with our camera crew to try to capture what locals call UFOs, or unidentified flying objects. These next clips some viewers might find difficult to watch. Initially, we thought the locals were misinformed or confused. This is so silly, we're not gonna find anything. But what we didn't expect was to find exactly what we were looking for. Wait, oh my god. Do you guys see that? We captured footage of a large white disc in the sky. Research crews back at the station confirmed it met all of the criteria for being a UFO. We were unable to identify it. It was flying in the air and it was an object. Even more shocking was how it seemed to react to us. Alright guys, I don't feel so good. Let's head back to the van. Wait, guys, is that thing following us? No matter how hard we tried to get away from it, it kept following us. We took shelter in the forest nearby, as it seemed to be the only place the UFO couldn't find us. We've been camped out here all night to avoid being caught by the UFO, but since the sun rose, the UFO has not been sighted.
Wow, what a scary experience. Any word on how the locals are reacting to this?
Well, there are a small group of locals working to document these UFOs that gave us the tip. If you would like to contribute, visit www.aliensarereal.com. Back to you, Lawrence.
Now on to our next reporter talking about a brand new teen craze.
If you have kids, you might have heard about the new viral craze that has reportedly popped up. They call it flash sleeping, where teens take pictures of themselves sleeping in random and often humorous locations. The trend has gained popularity quickly in recent weeks, and even some adults are getting in on the fun. Our own news anchor, Tim, has taken a picture of himself taking a quick nap. Our deepest apologies, but it appears that one of the people in those pictures was in fact dead, not sleeping. I have no idea how that got in there, but it appears that all of the people in those pictures were dead. We have just gotten word from the police department that there is a serial killer on the loose who is posting his victims' bodies online in a fake viral challenge. I take back everything I just said. Under no circumstances should you attempt flash sleeping. Please stay inside your homes and... Oh God, Tim! And that concludes our focus on teens. Come back next time for our next topic, the Getting Stabbed Challenge. Back to you, Lawrence.
Haha, good one. Now we'll go to O.F.F. Sports with field reporter Jesse at the local hockey game.
Hello everyone. Tonight, as you know, our normal sports commentator Don Finley is out on paternity leave, so for tonight I will be talking to you about how Clyde Show recently led his team to the NHL semifinals. Hello, Clyde.
Hello, Jesse. Great to be with you.
You as well, Clyde. Our also apologies if I'm not as up to date with hockey. Our normal sports commentator is out tonight.
No problem at all.
Okay, so the Rabbits took a couple of icing penalties during your one-man advantage in the third. Do you think that was the main reason you guys were able to take the game, or you guys would have won without it?
Wow. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't really ready for that question. I think that was definitely a big help, but I think with how our defense was playing today, we would have been just fine without it.
Great. In that case, do you think the Blue Liners would have kept up the plays in overtime, or do you think that you guys would have had to do a little more forechecking to secure the puck on their half, and stop another one-timer that they've been plaguing you with all season?
You sure you've never reported on hockey before?
Please, just answer the question.
Jeez. Well, alright. I think, they would have just held up fine if you look back at the...
You don't really think Tazi would have had to sit out for a couple extra shifts? If you look back at his stats, the past 2 seasons, you can easily see that he seems to get tired and starts to spend a lot of his time in the penalty box during overtime.
I really wouldn't say he's that bad in overtime. I mean, just last game, he was...
Mr. Fosho, would you have said that your team deserves to win the game?
What?
Do you really think, with how well the Rabbits have done, and how well they've been playing all season, and how much their captain has done for hockey as a whole, that you deserve to move on toward the Stanley Cup? So I see that you agree that your team is dog shit, and that the Rabbits should have won. We can go back to the newsroom now.
Fuck! Continuing with O.F.F. Sports, we have a breaking story from the newsroom.
Detroit Lions fans got to see something a bit magical during last night's game, when Rory, the Lions' furry mascot and self-proclaimed Detroit's favorite fun-loving lion, gave birth to a litter of cubs in the middle of the third quarter. Rory had been in the late stages of pregnancy for most of the season. However, fans were still in shock when he collapsed in the middle of his signature touchdown dance. Veterinarians were on the sidelines, and with their help, the 3 cubs were delivered safely and without any health complications. However, in a close call, Matthew Stafford, the quarterback for the Lions, nearly mistook one of the cubs for the ball. Thankfully, he was persuaded out of chucking the endangered little critter into the end zone. The Lions held an online poll to determine what the 3 cubs would be named, and the results were Rory Jr., Mark, and the one that was nearly thrown by Matthew Stafford. I'm told that the Lions actually lost the game, but I actually wasn't paying attention because I was too busy crying over the miracle of life before me. Anyways, back to you, Lawrence.
Now to weather.
We're going to quickly go back to Stephen, who's reporting on the incoming storm in the area.
Thanks, Jim. Today you can expect a cold front moving in from the south, bringing in a massive winter storm that will continue through the city for the next couple of days, and... Oh, this thing's going a little bit fast. Apologies. So, then we're going to have flash flooding up in Passaic County, thunderstorms down in South Jersey. Later in the day, we're going to see some showers and expect... tomorrow, it's going to be 65. Next week...
Steve, are things all right over there?
Rain, I missed it. Somebody fix this thing. Next month, there's going to be snow and, next 70 degrees. Shit.
Steve?
2025, no, fuck. 2026 expect snow. 2027, wait. 2030, I can't even see the weather anymore. What's going on?
Well, thanks, Stephen. Guess I won't be needing a jacket later tonight. Actually, I'm not so sure. Now back to Lawrence in the studio.
Ooh, who's a good little horsey? Oh, little horsey, there's breaking news. There appears to be an ongoing robbery in progress.
Breaking news. Police say that the Berkshire Bank on the corner of 3rd and Elm was robbed this morning by a masked man who stole approximately $1.2 million. The suspect is currently on the run, with police in hot pursuit. Joining us from the scene of the crime is O.F.F. News' Robert Hellman. Rob? Yeah, I'm here on the scene. Police are currently chasing after the suspect, who I can confirm is on foot. Where are you? Why are you running? Just getting my jog in for the morning. I've received witness reports saying that the suspect entered the bank and politely asked the teller for all of the money, which they gave gladly. I've also received reports the suspect is extremely dangerous and also very handsome, so please leave me alone. Oh, well, we're actually getting a notice from the police department right now about the appearance of the suspect. The robber is 5'4", fairly unattractive. Oh, I don't know about that. Socially awkward, has puny little arms, smells vaguely of cheese, and probably cries himself to sleep. I doubt they know that. Oh, the police department has actually released a sketch of the suspect, and I warn any parents watching to remove your children from the room before you see this. Sure, it's not that bad. Truly a hideous monster. If any of our viewers have the unpleasant misfortune of seeing this deformed creature, please contact the police department and possibly animal control immediately. Well, Rob, thank you for keeping us informed of the situation, and stay safe out there. We don't want you running into that freak on your run. Yeah, be sure to do that. Back to you. I fucking hate that guy. Back to you, Lawrence.
Damn it. Well, now to Jim with a quick interview to finish us off.
Good evening, everyone. Today I'm joined by local mama's boy, Troy Stein.
Hey, Jim. I appreciate you having me.
No problem. Now, Troy, what's it like just relying on your mommy for everything?
Well, actually, I'm just here to talk about my new fundraising initiative. I really don't know what this is about, but can we just move on to a different question, or?
Sure, Troy. Next question. What is it like being so much of a little baby mama's boy that you can't stand up for yourself?
Dude, I don't know what this is. Could we just talk about our charity fund, or?
Third grade, Troy.
What?
Spring semester, third grade. I accidentally spilled water on your lap. I apologized profusely, but you just cried and cried. I thought there was no way he thought I would do this on purpose. Everything would all be just fine. Then, the next day, I came into school and was told I had detention. I had detention because you told your mom I did it on purpose, and your mom told the principal.
Fuck, man, I'm sorry.
I appreciate that, but there's someone else you should say sorry to. Can we get Mrs. Stein on the line?
You told me it was on purpose, Troy. Why did you lie to me? Why did you lie to Mom?
Mom, I mean...
Don't call me Mom anymore. I'm disowning you.
Well, thank you to local former mama's boy Troy Stein for joining us.
Screw you, man!
All right, back to you, Lawrence.
Thank you, and that's all we have for you today here at O.F.F. News. My name is Lawrence Newsman, signing O.F.F.